Hello, dear traders. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Olymp Trade. My name is Angie.
Woo-hoo. My name is Yaroslav.
And we welcome you today. Today is our grand finale. We are going to be doing some live trading, of course. And of course, we'll be answering your questions. So I know you had some questions in chat yesterday during our live stream. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in chat. I will read them out loud and we will reply to all of you in turn.
Absolutely. Are you ready, Angie? Do you have some great ideas? I've been looking at the market and it's like a little bit stale. It's going to be difficult to find some bomb trades in this half an hour, but we will do our best.
That's true. That's true. And I see Mr. Amir is in the chat, is present today. And he actually had a question yesterday about Mr. Biden's speech. I did watch it over. I don't see like a lot of movement on the US dollar with Biden's speech. What about you?
Actually, I saw a lot of movement. The US dollar is one of the poorer performing currencies. It's continued with the downtrend that we've seen over 2021 and 2020. And the Biden speech in and of itself didn't affect the US dollar. It was the interest rate decision from the Federal Reserve that affected it.
Definitely. Well, Mr. Amir, I hope that kind of answers your question. Let's see. I do have a few trades that are open right now. If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
Go ahead, Angie.
Alrighty. So I do have a few trades open right now. They are on Forex and they are going to be more long-term. I'm looking at the 1 day time frame. For my trending market conditions, whenever I'm looking at, long-term trends, I do look at the Ichimoku cloud. I do have my 200 EMA, to get the global picture. And I also have the RSI. So basically, I do have 7 trades open. I do have a pending order on Bitcoin. Excuse me, so I have 8 trades open. They're mostly in the plus. I do have a few minuses. We can just go through them because today live, I'll be looking for some trades using the river flow strategy. But just basically what I have going on here is I'm looking at the cable GBP USD. The situation that I'm looking at is that we have a TK cross. The Chico span intersected the price chart in the same direction. The price broke above our Ichimoku cloud. I don't like this bearish cloud. It is kind of small. It's thin, so it's okay. But I'm watching this situation. We did have a bounce up from this 50 RSI. So I am looking for an extension of the GBP to the upside. I do have my take profit set a little bit high above. I did have it a little bit lower, but we do have US GDP coming out in about actually 25 minutes. It's going to be interesting to watch. So I just wanted to stretch that out and I'm going to be watching this. So GBP USD is okay right now. USD JPY, I'm going to be watching this one too. It's a little bit in the minus. I do see that this uptrend corrected to the 38.2. We're above the Ichimoku cloud. The Ichimoku cloud is bullish. So basically, I'm looking for some profit. And this is also, my profit is $300. So I am looking for a big move up. That would be lovely for the US DJPY currency pair. Japan is actually closed for holiday today. So I had a really good move on CAD JPY and GBP JPY. So I'm seeing some JPY weakness today, but basically the market is closed in Japan. I'm sorry, I kind of jumped over a few, right? So I got Euro US dollar. Well, the market news from this morning, as far as everything that I've been reading, Euro US dollar is breaking out to the upside because of the US dollar weakness. Plus, the next Fed Reserve meeting is going to be in 3 months, and the euro is progressing, is coming out of its lessening restrictions. So basically, the euro is likely to expand higher against the US dollar. So I'm not really greedy here. I'm only like $99 take profit here. So I'm looking for this last move up. We did break above the Ichimoku cloud, and we do have a cross of the cloud as well. But we are near the overbought area. Let me just run through these a little bit more quickly. Like I already mentioned, GBP JPY is looking good. We're above the Ichimoku cloud, above both of the Tiki lines. RSI is pointing up. CAD JPY, we have a similar situation, but I do have my take profit of here. And you're just like, I'm wondering, how did she choose her take profit? So I switched to a higher time frame, the 7-day time frame. And I look back in history, I like this swing high. And basically, that's how I based my take profit here. because I couldn't see any, history on the daily chart. Let's see here, CAD CHF. Like I said, we're also above the cloud. We're above the 23.6% Fibonacci level. So I'm looking for a little bit of an advance up. I'm not being too greedy and making it all the way up here. I do want to get a little bit of profit. I want to see this bounce from the 23.6 up. Just a couple more, AUD and ZD. We're kind of trading on this 200 EMA. RSI is pointing up, and we're kind of using the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud as support. So I do want to see a move up on AUD and ZD. And the last one I have is AUD CAD. Now, AUD CAD, as you can see, this is going to be the 1, 2, 3. This is going to be the fourth attempt to break this 200 EMA down. Our side is also pointing down. I'm not trying to be too greedy. I'm just trying to collect some profit here at these lows. It may happen that it's going to break the 200 EMA down, break this level and move down, maybe, but I'm not being too greedy here. And I got my take profit set for about $100. The last one here is Bitcoin, but I have a pending order. So we have like an iffy situation. We're inside the cloud. If we break above, I would like to open here and possibly collect my profit here.
And you explain how we are going to measure the competition. Because you opened all of these trades and you went into detail about opening them, how are we competing today? How is the counter going to happen?
Well, basically, I just wanted to show you, you guys some ideas. I mean, I do have these trades open. I wasn't going to close them. I opened them yesterday, so I didn't want to close them today because of the competition. But we can just start from the trades that I'm going to open now. I'm going to look for some trades for on FTT. So these are all my Forex trades. Just gave you a brief overview of what's going on with my account. And now I can give you the hand and start looking for some trades for today. We can maybe look for to see who has more profitable trades at the end.
I see. Okay. I see. Let's.
Or do you have any other ideas? I'm all open.
No, I just don't understand why you had trades open and went through. Well, I understand why you went through them. There's some good trades there for sure. I withheld from opening trades specifically to do the competition today. So
I remember you had a few open trades last time, so I'm sorry. We should have talked about it. That's not a problem.
I didn't have any open last, and even if I did, they weren't part of the competition. But anyways, let's continue. I would like to share my screen as well. I have a few ideas that I kind of planned for this competition. Starting with the currency market, the weakest currency is the Japanese yen right now in the market. The strongest is the Canadian dollar. If you have watched any of my webinars or read any of the articles that we have in Insights here, there has been a lot of commotion because it's the first central bank out of the G7 countries to change their monetary policy rhetoric. Whereas the US, Europe, Australia, they're all very, they're trying to ease the situation. They're trying to print more money. They're trying to buy more bonds. They're trying to stimulate growth. The Canadian Bank of Canada, they came out during their last interest rate decision meeting last week. They came out with the news that they're looking to higher or to increase interest rates in the future. Not any specific time has been planned, but also they're looking to discontinue the quantitative easing program, basically cut off the water pipe for the money supply in the country. And so that's taken the Canadian dollar against a whole lot of currencies up higher. So my favorite currencies to trade for today would be the pound dollar, Aussie dollar, dollar CAD. All these currencies are very strong. The US dollar is very weak currently, and CAD yen as kind of a continuation trade. Again, if I would have taken it earlier in the day, it would have definitely been a good profitable trade. Dollar franc is a little bit neutral. And euro dollar, again, I don't like this currency, but there is the opportunity. You guys see this breakout that we have here. We have crosses of the moving averages, and actually buying from the last 5 minutes would have been a great idea. So let me go ahead and put on that trade. Of course, I'm not taking on a $3,000 trade during this competition, but maybe perhaps a $300 trade. Oh, and we agreed to fixed time. Let me go ahead and That's weird. Are you seeing this? I don't have my fixed time on at all.
Fixed time is not working?
No. Let me go ahead and refresh the browser. Maybe it's a browser issue. There it was. There it is.
If you guys ever have any issues, always first refresh your browser. It's caught me by surprise a few times too, my friends.
Absolutely. So that would be my trade that I opened right now. $300 trade going up in the up direction. 3-minute trade, 5-minute time frame. Other assets that I've been looking at, metals, gold is in a prolonged downtrend, but we've had this bullish momentum, and you guys can see that we're crossing several levels. Gold is something to look out for. Oil is also on the rise. We had a huge spike up. This was one of the assets I wanted to open for the webinar. And Bitcoin, of course, Angie had a great idea in trading Bitcoin. It has been in a prolonged, or not prolonged, but the last 2 days, there's been a sell-off, and we've kind of hit a level of, a turning point where we could possibly sell into this channel that Bitcoin might be trading in. So I'm going to try to find a short-term position on Bitcoin. So I definitely don't want to be buying off the highs. I would love to buy oil if it comes down to retest the 20 EMA. And as you guys can see, sometimes it drops even lower. So give it time, especially if you're trading FTT, try to trade as we're coming back up and not catching bottoms or tops. It's very dangerous to do that on FTT. Angie, do you want to take over for a bit?
Yeah, I'm looking for some trades on the river flow strategy, but like you said, it's kind of dull today. Let me I think, yes, we can probably look for some trades together.
It's actually going to get really spicy in about 15 minutes when the US data comes out.
Oh yes, and maybe that's why the markets are a little bit in a lull right now before the release. But a lot of times, like a half an hour before and a half an hour, like the U.S. dollar would experience higher volatility. But basically, my friends, I hope that you guys remember how to use the river flow strategy. If you don't, very quickly, it's a combination of two indicators, the Dungeon channel and the average directional index. For the average directional index, my friends, I changed the colors of my lines just to make it easier for myself. The bullish line is going to be green, the bearish line is going to be red. So we're looking for two signals. We're looking for the price to cross the middle line of the Dungeon channel, either to the downside or to the upside. And during this cross, we're also looking for a cross on the ADX. So whenever the bullish, the green line is crossing the red line from the bottom up, and the price is crossing the middle of the channel up, this is a buy signal, and likewise to the bottom. Actually, I did platinum looks kind of interesting. As we can see, we do have a cross on the ADX. The blue line, the actual ADX line, is above 20 at 23, and the price is crossing the middle of the Dungeon channels. So I did open a trade for 1 hour. I'm looking at the 30-minute time frame. So basically, this is my the only first trade that I found for today for the time being. Let's see here. In the meantime, I wish I could multitask and speak and look at the chart at the same time, but I'm not seeing. I do see Richard is saying try combining the parabolic SAR with the Ichimoku. Works, combining different indicators and forming your own strategy is fantastic. If it works for you, great. I don't see any other questions, my friends. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in chat. Alrighty. What do you think about the Dow Jones? I do see a cross of the middle channel, but then of course we don't have any cross on the ADX. But there's a strong trend of 34 on the ADX. I'm thinking if I should try the Dow Jones for an hour to the upside.
I would recommend the NASDAQ, as we're in earnings season right now, and the likes of Apple, Facebook, Google have reported really good earnings and are taking the index up. I actually got into a really good trade also 5 minutes ago. Yeah, and I caught it off of the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart.
Gotcha. So probably not going to risk that that one. The NASDAQ, you when you're saying the NASDAQ, you do mean like on a higher time frame, right? I'm looking at the 30-minute time frame right now.
No, I'm looking at the 5-minute time frame.
Oh, you're looking at the 5-minute time frame. This would have been nice, and I think no, ADX is below 20 at 14. I would have minimized my trade duration, but no, we're not going to go there. Nikkei is flat. We're closed. Let's see here. Gokul is asking, can I become a millionaire using binary options? Interesting question. I hope you can. Please let us know how it goes. And Vinay is asking, I have lost 3-minute Euro US dollar trade as you took it. And Euro US dollar was, did you trade Euro US dollar?
Nope.
Me neither. Oops. ITRM will move up.
That was my trade, the Euro US.
Let's see here. Would you like to show your trade that you entered a few minutes ago?
Sure.
And I'm going to keep looking.
So as I was saying, the NASDAQ trade, NASDAQ in general is having a really good week of earnings. Like I said, a lot of their big money players are reporting really good results. The Euro USD trade did not go in my favor. I don't know why I get into them. I really do not have good results with the Euro USD at all. But looking at the other setups that I have, I'm going to actually keep the Forex platform open because I do enjoy controlling the time. And even like during the last webinar, despite you using FTT, the Forex gave me better results and better control. So looking at a smaller time frame, it's going to be difficult to get in right now for these currencies, the pound dollar, Aussie dollar. But what you guys need to do is, first of all, take a look where they are historically. Like if there's a trend, like an obvious trend, like with the likes of the dollar CAD and CAD yen, especially CAD yen. As you can see, it uses the moving averages as strong levels of support. And as the trend is increasing, the first increase was here, and then we have another increase. So what I mean by that is the speed, the impulse is higher, is more edgy, is more it takes a shorter period of time to get higher. That's what I mean by an increase in speed. It starts using a higher moving average. So the next kind of drop that we have in the CAD yen could be to the 20 or 21 moving average of the Bollinger Bands indicator. And from there, it would be a good buying opportunity. But let's continue down the list to see if we can find anything to enter here together. I do apologize for the gentleman that entered the Euro USD trade with me. Let's see if we can make that money back together. So looking at different crosses, this is a cross between the commodity currencies. I would like to take a sell here, but I would like for it to break. So you see how the chart pattern here is getting very tightly coiled together. This is a flag pattern, except it's a bearish flag pattern. So usually we see something like that to the upside, and we see it usually in stocks. So if we have a look at some trending stocks. So kind of like this, you guys see what a bearish flag looks like. We have a sharp move down, and then price consolidates. Same thing with our Aussie CAD trade right here. This is a little bit of a consolidation. And so as it gets lower to the bottom line, let's go ahead and open it on the fixed time trade. So this would be a 5-minute chart. Let's go set up a 10-minute chart. I just wonder if we would have set up the Euro USD trade for a little bit longer of a time frame if we would have had a better result. Again, I was trying to see we come down to this level of support, and let's see what price does. So the correction, do you see how price kind of dropped down here and stayed here? This is an indication of a very strong level of support. And we're also hanging around the 200. It is a 5-minute graph, so it doesn't really mean much. But in terms of a signal of market cycle, this is definitely a shift in the market cycle. So any trade that I would be planning for the Euro USD would definitely be an up trade. So this will be, I guess, my final trade until I pass over the ball to Angie. I wonder if I should take it. I really do despise the Euro USD. Out of all the assets that I trade, the Euro USD has lost me the most amount of money. So actually, I'm not going to take this trade.
I refuse.
I refuse. Exactly. All right, Angie, go ahead.
Okay, let's see here. So my platinum is working for now. Another thing that I opened is CHF JPY. And the reason being here is I see this spike right here, and then I see this spike right here, and the price is kind of struggling, and I do hope it's going to come down. Let's see here. I did enter CHF JPY, and I was actually looking at this on the 15-minute time frame. So it was like bam, bam, and I'm trading down from here. So this trade is going to be for half an hour, but not in my favor for the time being. On the Asia Composite Index, let's see here. I was jumping between different time frames because I was trying to look for a signal. I did have this cross of this the middle of the channel. It was really struggling here. It looked good at the time, so I did enter. Kind of risky. 10 minutes. Should have refused. Probably it didn't have any signal on my ADX, but we'll see. We'll see. It's attempting to move up. And the last one is the commodity composite index. A likewise scenario, but we are making lower highs, breaking below this middle of the channel. And we do have some kind of crosses over here. It was first when I entered, it was a bearish cross. So it's kind of a little bit iffy. And our ADX, unfortunately, is below 20. But so far, it's working out for me. I do hope that the composite and the Asia, both of these composites work out. CHFJPY. Oh, well, CHFJPI still have 30 minutes, so that's okay. It's these shorter time FTT trades that are more stressful, I would say.
How do you set up the time frame for CHF JPY? Why did you decide 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
I was looking at the 15-minute time frame. And I see the spike up. It was kind of moving down. I opened here. So I do hope that we're going to advance down. And we do have a very bullish trend, although we're looking at the 15-minute time frame. You see the ADX is at 43, so anything above 20 and 25 means that we are trending.
Yeah, the ADX is a really good indicator. It has a lot of good information to it, and it really helps. Remember when I told you guys about the strength of the impulse? The ADX actually gives you that data in a very graphical way. So I kind of eyeball it to see what the graph looks like, but the ADX actually gives you a reading, a mathematical reading on the strength of the trend.
Let's see here. Millind is saying, even I lost more in Euro US dollar. So yes, Euro US dollar, you know, it's the most traded currency pair in the world, but you know, sometimes it can be a little tricky. Let's see here. Hiron is asking, please trade in for 1 minute time frame. I really honestly can't say that I trade a lot on the 1 minute time frame. Even if I trade on the shorter time frames, I try to stick with at least the 5 or 15 minute. It's just a little bit more hard to see actual signals because of all the market noise. But I will check out some. Let's see if we can find a signal on the 1 minute time frame. But the market is just, well, let's see here. This was nice, but no cross here. Nope. Everybody's waiting for the GBP. Oh, this would have been nice. Let's see. Euro composite index. All the composites are. We do have a cross here. I'm going to go see. Oh, I'm looking at the 1 minute time frame. Oh, goodness gracious. See, don't forget to change the trade durations too if you change your time frames. Richard H, where I put the bet for the winner? You can guys let us know in chat. What do you guys think? We love to hear from you. What's your opinion? How do you like our trading? Do you enjoy our trading battles? Do you like trading with us? Raihan is saying Dodge to the moon. How is Dodge doing? Didn't Dodge coin drop to like almost like 15 cents or something?
I'm actually not aware. I don't follow Dodge.
Okay, so this was a good trade on the 1 minute time frame. CHF JPY, these composites. Oh no. Oh no, that's an oh no. And that one too. So let's see here. I have platinum too. Platinum for a whole hour. Oh my goodness gracious. I was looking at the 30-minute time frame. So I have 2 wins, 2 losses. 2 wins, 3 losses. How about you, Yarrow?
If I can make another $300 trade, I think the amount of profit will cover all of the wins. The Aussie CAD is fighting again. This is a currency for sure you guys want to open on the Forex chart, but have a look at this. Like we are, actually the trend, the global trend is higher.
I do have a Forex trade on the AUD CAD, you said, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's look at the 1 day time frame.
Yeah, Angie's also selling it.
Let's see here. Where to learn trading best for beginners? YSJ003 right here on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and check out all our playlists and our videos. We are the best for beginner traders and advanced traders, so check it out. Let's see here. Vinay is asking, could I please explain the average directional index? I did explain it in the beginning, but basically you have 3 lines. You have the plus DI, which is the bullish DI. So I changed the color to green. You have the bearish DI, which is the minus DI, which is red. If the red line, if the minus DI is above the green line, the plus DI, then the trend is bearish. And this blue line is the ADX, and it has to be above 20 in order to for there to be a strong trend in the market. We do have a separate video on our YouTube channel. You can put it in the search box and just put ADX, and the video will come right up. And well, that was for Vinay again. Let's see here. So my friends, we are running out of time. We hope that you enjoyed this webinar, this stream, or kind of like a battle. We do have a serious, a real challenge coming up very soon. I'm not going to be, no spoiler alerts right now, but we do have like a really nice challenge planning for you. So stay tuned. Okay, my trade is quoted in the plus, the 1 minute trade. Woohoo, I like the 1 minute trades. Yaroslav, would you like to add anything?
Sure. Let me just go ahead and finish off. I opened up another trade in gold. Go ahead and share my screen with you guys. So I have the Aussie CAD looks like it's going to close in positive territory, and I got a signal from gold. You guys can see the cross right here on the moving averages of the MACD, and also the 0 line on the CCI indicator is a very strong point. You guys should not only consider 100 levels, but also the 0 level. And it gave me a sell signal, 5-minute graph, 10-minute duration. Our webinar is probably not going to include the result, but I will let you guys know next time how the trade worked out. But again, gold looks like just from years of trading this instrument, it goes up very slowly and then it crashes very quickly. So this kind of candle right here, this bearish candle, to me signified that, hey, we are going to trek lower, but it's still fighting against that result. What did you say, Andy? Were we having a giveaway or?
Today, no, not that I am aware of. We did have some risk-free trades yesterday. We played that picture game. Of course, we do have upcoming webinars next week. Let's see here. By the way, my friends, I just sent the link to the ADX video in chat, so go ahead and enjoy. Next week, we have a really, really cool trading week. On Thursday with Yaroslav, you guys are going to talk about the zigzag indicator and trend line analysis. And then on Friday, you're going to trade non-farm payrolls with me for May 2021. So that's going to be exciting.
Awesome. And you guys definitely want to come to both webinars. Angie's really good at trading NFP reports. I have seen her do that in the past and do it very successfully. So you guys can learn a thing or two. Actually, I had a story. Let's finish with the story about following other traders, about following how they trade live. The first time I ever learned about NFP reports was from a stock trader. It was like a paid course that I went to, and I was really greedy. I was really smart. I was really greedy. And he taught me how to set up pending orders, and we did it all live, except I had a live account. While they were teaching us how to do stuff, I was actually trading the live account. And he took his sweet time. The NFP report came out. The top trade didn't come on. And in the end, I lost like $750 just because the teacher took his sweet time. The NFP report came out, the bottom trade opened and stop lossed right away. So it was kind of, it's a really bad idea to follow the live trades of people online. You really want to plan, and the longer term you trade, the more successful, the more likely you are to succeed. Because if you're trading on the Forex platform, or you're trading, as Angie has showed you, on the hourly graph, there's more time for the trade to play out. That's why, to answer the gentleman that was asking about why don't you show us some trades on the 1 minute graph? Well, because the 1 minute graph, gold is not going in my favor. The 1 minute graph is very chaotic. It's very difficult to see. As you can see over the last hour, what has happened with gold? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it's never a good idea to trade on super small. But then there are professionals that make a lot of money trading. Oh, and another story about, sorry, this one is a quick one, about how rich can you get. We did an experiment on trading fixed time trades to see who can make the most amount of money. We had a demo account, and one of the guys that I was trading with, he made like $40,000 in the course of a day. So just sitting in the office for a whole entire day, $40,000. Mind you, that is a demo account, but just to show you how much money you can make when you are catching tops and bottoms and you feel what the instrument is doing in the short term. Hey, the gold trade still has an opportunity. Look at this big candle in the 5 minute candle. This is definitely selling pressure. But again, I'm not going to make sure that the webinar ends on time. And I guess, Angie, you took the win today.
Well, I think, again, friendship wins. I love trading with you, and showing the different examples. I hope our traders like to watch this as well. My friends, as usual, I want to remind you to please make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, and please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed our stream, and of course, ring on the bell so that you don't miss out our notifications. Oh, and likewise, I hope to see you all on our social networks, on Facebook and on Instagram, my friends.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for coming. We wish you guys good luck trading out there, and see you all next